Hello artists, today we're going to be reading a story by Eric Carle called The Mixed Up Chameleon. He is not only the the author of this book, but also the artist in this book. He illustrated all of the images. So enjoy as we read the story, The Mixed Up Chameleon. On a shiny green leaf sat a small green chameleon. It moved into a brown tree and turned brownish. Then it rested on a red flower and turned reddish. When the chameleon moved slowly across the yellow sand, it turned yellowish. You could hardly see it. When the chameleon was warm and had something to eat, it turned sparkling green. And when it was cold and hungry, it turned gray and dull. When the chameleon was hungry, it sat still and waited. Only its eyes moved up, down, sideways until it spotted a fly. Then the chameleon's long tongue, sticky tongue, shot out and caught the fly. That was its life. It was not very exciting. But one day, the chameleon saw a zoo. It had never seen so many beautiful animals. The chameleon thought, how small am I? How slow, how weak. I wish I could be big and white like that polar bear. The chameleon's wishes came true. But was it happy? No. I wish I could be handsome like the flamingo. I wish I could be smart like the fox. He's starting to change, isn't he? I wish I could swim like a fish. I wish I could run like a deer. I wish I could see things far away like a giraffe. I wish I could hide in a shell like a turtle. I wish I could be strong like an elephant. I wish I could be funny like a seal. I wish I could be like people. Just then, a fly flew by. The chameleon was very hungry, but the chameleon was very mixed up. It was a little of this and a little of that, and it couldn't catch the fly. I wish I could be myself. The chameleon's wish came true and caught the fly. The end. Hello, artist friends. It's me, Mrs. Treat. We just read the story, The Mixed Up Chameleon, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you learned a little something about loving yourself and accepting who you are and not trying to be like others, because we are all so special in our very own way, just like the chameleon. Today, we are going to be inspired by our chameleon, and we're going to be drawing one just like in the story. So today, we're going to need a piece of paper, a marker or a pencil, and something to color with. So whatever you have available to you is just fine. I'm going to lay my paper out in front of me the wide way to give us room to draw our chameleon, so we have plenty of room to make him nice and big. And we're going to place him on a branch as well. So what we're going to do, we're going to start on the right side of our paper here. I am going to draw a short line, which is going to be about in the center, and then I'm going to arch up and over, stop. I'm going to stop just above this line right here, and I'm going to drop that straight down. That's going to be the chameleon's head. Now remember, you don't have to start in marker if you don't want to. You can start in pencil if that makes you more confident, and Sharpie it afterwards, or just color it. Either is just fine. All right, so this is our chameleon's head. I'm going to continue this line straight back and stop. And from the base of the head, I'm going to drop down just a little bit. I'm going to do a rainbow line coming around and connecting. That is going to be his body. Chameleons have a nice long sort of curly tail. So I'm going to come towards the bottom here curl it around. Keep in mind, ours can all look a little different. That is just fine. I'm going to come around again, sort of making this tail nice and dimensional. Remember, draw with intention, so draw a little slower so you get a nice smooth curve. I can add some sort of eye. Some of you can make your own type of eye, make them nice and cute and special. I like to do a double circle, maybe a little white dot on the inside to give it that little sparkle of something special. If you want to add eyelashes to make it a little girl, you can. This is where, as an artist, you can create whatever you want. Maybe a little nose. And chameleons have a nice tongue, just like we heard in the story. He wanted to catch that fly in the end. So we're going to make a nice curly tongue. If you want to add a fly in there, you certainly can do so. And I'm going to draw his little legs. Maybe standing on a branch here a little later. And then I'm going to come in and I'm going to draw my branch. Maybe a line going all the way. Make sure it's touching the legs so he looks like he's standing on the branch. I drew a little bit into my tail. I'm not going to worry too much about that. We want our branch to look like it's behind our chameleon. I split it out sort of like the Y shape just to make my branch a little bit more interesting. And then I am going to create another little shape in there so it looks like the branch splits. Just for interest, I'm going to add some leaves. And again, you can add leaves. Maybe your tree has got flowers on it. Maybe it's got a little bug. As the artist, you can make those decisions. All right, if you want to add any other details, you certainly can. I'm going to add some patterns to my tail. I'm going to go ahead and add some stripes. I'm not interested in drawing a green chameleon. I might do a rainbow chameleon or whatever colors you want to create. Once we've got our chameleon draw, then you can come in with your other materials, markers, crayons, colored pencils, and add your color. So I would love to see what you come up with. Remember, when you're coloring, we want nice craftsmanship. So you want to make sure you stay in the lines. If you're using the markers, make sure you use that wide edge. It's always fun to outline your shape first and then color it in so you get nice and neat work. So I would love to see what you have created. I hope you have enjoyed this lesson of our Mixed Up Chameleon by Eric Carle.